Namaste viewers. First of all, I would like to give you idea why this video has been uploaded and what is the purpose of uploading this particular video on web. Exactly, if you know that in the course of 3 months of time, parents are coming for the parents orientation, but sometimes they may come across certain difficulties in the at the home because when children are doing their homework, they are not able to give their answers. So that time, this is actually a video where you can utilize it and handy reference with you, which is available 24 hours with you, and any time, any point of time, you can view this video and you can have the ready reference with you and you can solve your children difficulty. So first of all, I just would like to brief you about the program. Then this is the video of Mental Arithmetic Senior program, in which we have in total 8 levels. Each level is of 3 months, and you know that this video is specifically for the first level of mental arithmetic. I will give you the brief idea about the different concepts in this particular level which are being taught in the classroom, and how exactly we are moving in the classroom, and what are the session breakups, what are the activities which are being carried out in the classroom, and which kind of different concepts are being taught in the classroom. So first of all, I will just give you the brief idea that exactly how we are moving in class. So you must be knowing that your child has been given 2 types of books. One is the classwork and the second is the homework. I'll just show you the classwork book. This is 1A, which is known as the classwork, where it is written 1A, it is level 1 classwork book, and this is class homework book, this is known as 1B. Along with these 2 books, we have given them 2 other books. One is the hearing exercise, which is specially required to do oral calculations, and the other is the speed writing notebook, in which we perform different tasks in the classroom, like the speed test, jumble dictation, flashcards, and again speed test. So how exactly we are moving in the class, that is very important. You must be knowing that mental arithmetic is based on the place values. We know that the unit place and the tens place. Over here in the abacus also we have different place values, and according to that we are moving in the abacus. But before introducing abacus to the children, we introduce the finger concepts in the class. Now you must be surprised that what is the finger concept. Till now we are just using always, we are just saying that we have 10 fingers and we use or we can maximum count 10 numbers, or with the help of the blocks we can count 30 numbers. But you must be very surprised after knowing that with the help of the fingers we can count up to 99. We can do calculations up to 99, and how exactly it is being done, I'll just show you. Over here in Aloha, we consider our left hand and the right hand as the place values. I'll just come and I'll explain you how exactly it is being done. If you see my right hand, it is known as the unit place value, and if you see my left hand, it is known as the tens place value. While explaining to the children, we do like this. This is the right hand. When we say this is unit place value, naturally we have to understand the numbers of the unit place. Now we'll just understand first the unit place. This is unit or the ones place, that is my right hand. Now it is 1. When I raise my finger, it is called addition. So when I raise 1 finger, that is 1. If I do 2, or if I have to add to another 1 number, that is 1 plus 1, that is 2, then 3, then 4. Now if I want to add 5, I have to take this all 4 and raise my thumb, because in Aloha we consider 5 as thumb. So we have to raise 5, then 5 and 1, 6, 5 and 2, 7, 5 and 3, 8, 5 and 4, 9. So in total I have 9 numbers in my right hand. Now after 9, what is the next number? We know that is 10. So in hands have to express that 10 number. So this will be 0, because I'll take my 9 over here and I'll raise my tens place value, that is my left hand. Over here in my left hand I have each fingers with the tens place value, that is 10, 1 0 10, then 2 0 20, 3 0 30, 4 0 40, 5 0 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. Now again if I consider my right hand, that it will be like this: 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98 and 99. So you have seen that how exactly it is 99. Now if we just go little deep into it, that what is the calculation, how exactly it is being performed with the help of the two hands. Now just to add the numbers, we have to simply raise the fingers. How? Let's see. I want to add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So how exactly is it being done? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Means whenever I am raising my fingers, it is considered plus. But while subtracting the numbers, again I have to minus from the last finger. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So again my answer is 0. This is considered 0 in Aloha so far finger concept is concerned. Now we want to go ahead with the complex calculations also. This can be definitely done with the fingers. But over and above this, we have the abacus concept, which is actually based on the finger concept only, but we are using the calculative tools which is called abacus. You must have heard the name abacus. I'll just show you. This is called the display abacus, which generally teacher is using in the classroom. And this is actually made up of wooden frame, and in which you may find two parts. One is the upper part and the lower part. Actually it is divided into two parts with the beads. If you see over here, this is the answer bar, or you may say this is the dividing rod. Over here the upper beads are there, and over here it is lower beads. Now each has got value of 1 in the lower beads so far unit place is concerned, and over here on the top upper bead has got the value of 5. Now you will see over here in the display abacus, I will just give you the idea how exactly the beads are moving, and we have the specific fingers to move the beads on the rod. Now if you just see the unit place, because this is considered as the unit place, this is tens and hundreds and so on. So if I want to add something on abacus, I will just use my right hand thumb, and I'll just push the beads up, then 1. If I want to add one more, I'll just say plus 1 and plus 1. So in total it is 4. If I want to add 5, I have to take the beads from up, and with my index finger I have to push the bead down. So in total it is 9. Now if I want to subtract any bead from this, if I want to subtract from the lower parts, I have to use it index finger, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 1. If I want to minus 5, I have to use the same finger and minus 5. Now you have seen the first unit place only. Now if I go to the next place, that is called the tens place value. Over here each bead has got the value of 10, and the upper bead has got the value of 50, 50. Now 1, so it is 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, and then you see 50. Now going further, it is 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98 and 99. You must have seen that I am using a specific finger and the thumb while moving the beads up and pushing them down. This is very much required, and we have to follow the same finger movement what exactly it is being done here. Now along with this, we have the third concept, which is known as mental theory, which is the most important concept in Aloha, because we say it is a brain development concept, and through this concept children are developing their brain, and especially the right brain and the left brain is being coordinated. Now how exactly it is being done, that is only through the mental theory. Now what is mental theory? Whatever they have learned through the finger theory and the abacus theory, they are just using the image of it, and they are just visualizing the calculations, and they are performing the mental theory with the help of their right brain and the left brain. Now while doing the mental theory, they have to first imagine the image of the abacus. Now that we generally teach in the session from the 7th session and that is being done from the 7th session, and you will see the book, in books also we have certain examples which are based on the mental theory. Now going further, I just would like to tell you that how the session breakup is being done in the classroom, how exactly we perform 2 hours session in the classroom. You must be knowing that your child has been given this particular speed test, but then how exactly the speed test is being carried out in the classroom. Over here it is a blank page where we have to make it 3 holes, and children will be writing the speed test in the first fold. Then they will write the jumble dictation. Flashcards will be done in the classroom of 1 or 2 digits. Now what is speed test? It is nothing but to increase the speed of the children, writing speed of the children, and they should, or rather after doing this particular exercise, they will be able to manage the handwriting, and they can write it in a proper summary. How exactly it is done? See, over here we have to do it with 0, we have to start, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this particular numbers they will be writing horizontally in the book, and for 1 minute they will write. Now after 1 minute when we say stop, we just observe that how many digits actually they are able to write in the 1 minute speed test. So this way we come to know that what was the speed of the child in the beginning of the session, and again when we carry out the speed test second time, we come to know that what is the difference in the first speed test and the last speed test. So we understand that exactly in this particular time how far they have reached. So that is first speed test. Now second is jumble dictation. Why it is called jumble? When we speak certain numbers, we will not be saying like 1, 2, 3. In that case, children are very much aware that after 1 there will be 2. So that's why we say it is jumble dictation. So we will speak the numbers randomly of 1 or 2 digits. So they have to be very alert in the classroom, and they will write the numbers vertically in the book. Then comes flashcards. Now what is flashcards? It is nothing but the image of the abacus which we show to the children, and then they write the numbers. See, if you see the flashcards, the front page is the image of the abacus of 1 digit, and the back side is the number itself we have given. That means this is the image. When we just show them in a flashing manner, they have to just simply write down the digits, not the image. They have to simply write down the digits based on the image, and then when we finish 1 minute flashcards, we will just check with them whether they have written the right numbers or the wrong numbers. So this way their visualization will be very much improved, and later on they will, whenever they do mental theory, they can do in a better manner. So this is called flashcards. After the flashcards, we start with the classwork, and then we explain them the homework, what they have to do in the home. Now you will see in the homework book also we have given completely day-wise schedule. So children will not be doing homework at a time on very first day, but they have to do homework every day for 15 minutes. Because we consider that if they do 15 minutes practice every day, definitely they can become a genius. Now over here it is given day-wise. So 1 day is when they come to the Aloha Center, and rest of the 6 days the homework is given in the book. So you will be able to see that whether your child is completing the homework in a very first day after coming from Aloha, or they are doing regularly. That's why we have given the day-wise schedule in the homework. So you may please refer to the homework book. Now what is brain gym exercise, or rather brainstorming puzzles? Brainstorming puzzles especially are being performed in the classroom just to give them the storming exercise for the brain. Now these are very, very important. Generally all the children, or rather if you see, most of the children are thinking in the same direction. So we want to change their direction, we want to change their views, we want to change their mind. So definitely everyone will be having different ideas for same concept. So when we give such kind of exercise in the classroom for nearly 10 to 15 minutes, we can change their perception, we can change their thinking, we can change their views. That's why this is being carried out in the classroom. And lastly, we again take the speed test. So that's what I have told you in the beginning. So this is actually the breakup of the level, any level you take up. This is for the 2 hours session. Now what are actually the combinations which are being taught in the classroom? In level 1, we have 3 types of combinations which are generally taught in the classroom. That is +5 combination, -5 combination and +10 combination. You must be very much surprised at why these combinations are required. You have seen that I have shown you only 99 calculations on the abacus as well as through fingers, but I haven't shown you any addition or subtractions. But sometimes you will be stuck somewhere when there are combinations. What exactly it is, I'll just brief you. Over here it is given +5 combination. Now what is +5? If I see, first of all I have to clear the abacus, so I just simply clear it, and this is called zero position of the abacus. Now I want to add something on the abacus. 1 + 1 + 1 and +1. Now if I say I want to add +4. Now if you see over here in the lower place I don't have any bits, so I cannot move any bits. Now I want to add +4. How can I do it? So in such cases we say, children, that we have to use the combination which is called the small friends. Now here the small friend comes in the picture. Whenever you are in trouble, when you go to your friend. So this way we say that +5 combination is nothing but the small friend combinations or small friend concepts. So over here my friend is 5, and the 5 friend over here I want to add 4. So from friend of 4 is 1, which actually already been told to children that what is the friend of 4. So it is 1. So what I'll do is I'll just add 5 and I'll minus 1. So I have already added 4 over here. So I had 4 and I have again added 4. So my answer is 8. That is called +4 combinations. Exactly it is +4 is equal to +5 minus 1. Now same way we have +3, that is +5 minus 2, +2 that is +5 minus 3, +1 that is +5 minus 4. If you see, we have -5 combinations. What is -5? Now if I say I have 6 on abacus and I want to minus 3. Now I have only one bit over here, so I cannot minus 3 directly. So I have to use my friend. So which friend I will use? Again a small friend, but -5 combinations. Now to minus 3 from this, I have to first think that who is the friend of -3? 3, that is 2. So I have to just simply do +2 and -5. So I have over here I have just subtracted 3 from whatever I had. So 6 minus 3, that is 3 is my answer. So this is nothing but a -5 combinations where I have used -5 as a friend. Now -4 is equal to +1 minus 5, -3 is equal to +2 minus 5, -2 is equal to +3 minus 5, and -1 is equal to +4 minus 5. So it was all about 5 combinations, that is small friends. We have another concept, it is called big friends. Now I just simply said that when you are in trouble you go to your friend. Now you just think like that. If you are in a big trouble, then you may go to your different friend also. That is called the big friends. Over here the 10 is considered the big friend. Now +10 combination, what it suggests, if I want to add something, how I will be adding if my unit place is occupied completely. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I say 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, my unit place is completely occupied over here. I don't have a single bit to add, so that if I want to add one bit over here or 1 plus 1 if I want to do, then what I will be doing? I just have to minus all these 9 and I have to plus 1. So to add 1 over here, I have to minus 9 and add 1 over here, so it becomes 10. So over here I have just given you the brief idea about the concept. This is not a complete video what we actually would like to show you. This is just a brief idea and it is randomly been picked up the concept. So the complete video or the complete concepts will be uploaded very soon, or if I give you the time also, that will be near about in the beginning of the new year, we will be able to upload complete video on the web, and through that you'll be able to see the entire concepts of different all 8 levels with the same way what I have done, given you the idea, and you may be able to see completely. You can help your child at home, and they will not find any difficulties later on. Thank you so much.